A huge Shib whale just bought over $36 million worth of Shiba Inu. Let's talk about why this happened and what the coin will do because of it. What is going on, guys? Kyle with Finance Bro here. Welcome back to another video, guys. Real quick before getting this video, make sure to like the video, guys. Let's get this video to 400 likes, guys. We set the last like goal at 150. You guys blew it away with the like goal, and you guys do it every video either way. So the community is still very, very strong, and you guys are always killing it with everything we ask of you guys, and it is just awesome to see the amount of support. Like the video, comment down below if you guys are still holding Shiba Inu Coin. Let us know how many Shiba Inu tokens you guys are holding, and of course, if you're still holding Shiba Inu, if you're still remain bullish even through these dips, you know we are. You know we're still holding and we're still buying, and we have lots of news today to cover in just a bunch of different videos that are coming your way. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of those either way. But let's talk Shiba Inu. We're down just about 11% on the day, guys. We are down to the 3790 level, and once again, I'm going to say this in every video because I think it is so important. Stop panicking, stop worrying, stop being anxious, stop freaking out. Okay, you have to remember what we're dealing with here. This coin is unlike anything, in my opinion. This is my opinion. Again, you can disagree with me if you'd like. I totally understand, but in my opinion, this coin is different than anything we have ever seen in the market before. When we look at the charts, when we look at the history of this coin and what this coin has previously done, as you can see, this is what we're looking at, right? Let's go back to the first rally. All right, let's ignore this kind of side of the rally and let's go back to the very first rally, right? So we had the first rally that happened. It happened over the course of about a couple of days. Huge, incredible gains for people who were able to get in when this coin was basically created, right? The second it was, which very few people did. So here's what ended up happening. A lot of people were getting in on these kind of highs right here around the 4 to the 3.9 level, which is crazy because that's where we're at right now. This is the dip that we're currently on. We're currently sitting at the 3.7 to 3.8, 3.9 level. And again, that is where a ton of people bought the top on this coin literally back in May of 2021. And after that, unfortunately, we saw just incredible nosedive that this coin took, obviously. Now, if we can kind of zoom in here so we get a little bit better understanding of what happened, right? We had a few pumps here and there, and we were hoping that we would bounce back in A, but unfortunately, that just was not the case. And we continued to dip into the downside here and then just kind of stagnated, right? We kind of started consolidating for really a couple of months, as you can see. This is kind of what we were looking at over the course of a few months. And again, for better or for worse, the people who held were, of course, eventually rewarded with these new rallies, you know, that we're seeing here. But again, look at how long this took in order for that to get there. We started in June, then we went to July, then we went to August, then we went to, I believe, September, and then we went to, of course, October, and then October it took off. Again, that is a pretty short time, all things considered, but I want to keep in mind too, or I want to highlight and point out that, again, it's not that easy to remain bullish on a coin like that, especially when it has dropped, you know, what, 50% from these levels, and has obviously continued to do so over the course of like a couple of months, and then really we had no major news, no really major movements at all. Again, the people who were really still holding this coin were the diehard believers, right? And now I want to point to here, right? Here's the current rally we're at, guys. And I want to highlight this as a more than likely case at this point, the way we are moving. I'm not saying that I'm completely not bullish on this coin anymore. I am always bullish long-term on this coin. But for a short-term price structure or price kind of target, I want to set something up here with the RSI just so I can show you guys. We talked about this yesterday because, again, I was using this as a kind of reason why I was buying the dip. And what I want to show you guys is that we are still well below the 30 level. And again, this has happened before where we have seen before major breakouts, we have seen a double dip below the RSI. Here's a good example right here, right? 1, 2, 1, 2, right? Through the RSI down to the 30 level, very much confirmed oversold. And then, of course, we had a very beautiful, nice bounce back into the highs. Again, we did start to downtrend after that again. But again, we have to see. We have to see where this coin will head after we bounce back. We have to bounce at some point, guys. Again, there is going to be a point where buying pressure is going to take over. This meter is starting to kind of move towards the neutral zone, hopefully into the buy soon, and then push towards the upside. But again, that's going to take time, unfortunately, right now, guys. I'd be totally real with you. That's going to take time. But again, we're gonna be talking about buying dips, right? At the end of the day, this is the season of dip buying, right? At the end of the day, that is kind of what we are looking at. And who knows better, I guess I should say, about buying dips than whales? We had a whale just yesterday buy $36 million worth of Shiba Inu. You heard that right, $36 million worth. So while the correction of the cryptocurrency market continues and some whales are leaving their positions behind by entering stable coins, this whale does not seem to be bothered by a 50% correction on Shib and is buying $36 million worth of tokens. Previously, Shiba Inu whales dropped more than 4% of their total holdings and decided to move their funds to Tether. As for this whale, he or she purchased Shib either via an OTC deal or a private transaction of $36 million, guys. So again, we have some huge money in the market, typically the smarter money, as people like to refer to them as, and they are still buying. They are still picking up Shib. They're still picking up different coins at a discounted price. And that's the other thing, guys, I want to mention is that if you look at the whole market today, again, except for a select few coins that probably have some catalysts, it's red. It's all red, guys. And one of the big reasons for this is we have some turmoil, unfortunately, in just the overall economic landscape. And that, of course, has to do with India. Crypto prices are plummeting in India as the country null as a ban on digital assets, and it creates an opportunity for savvy investors. But that's what's interesting, guys, is the fact that India has pretty much seemingly banned digital assets, right? Which is obviously not good for crypto, at least in their region. Again, that doesn't really affect the United States yet. We don't know yet. Obviously, we have to kind of see how that kind of plays out and how that's going to reverberate. But again, any kind of ban on crypto is usually not the best news, and typically we do see the markets kind of tend to dip a little bit after that. But again, I do think this is a short-term catalyst. I don't think that really will impact anything long-term. China has banned cryptocurrency quite a few times, and crypto has still continued to remain strong even in the face of that. So again, I do think this is a short-term dip. I'm not super concerned. And I don't really think most people should be either. Again, you guys can make your own decision at the end of the day. You have to be willing to know, hey, here's how much money I have in this coin. Here's how much I'm willing to lose. And if it were all to go to zero tomorrow, again, it's not something I would cry about. It's not something that I would be upset about. It is what it is, as the kids would say, you know. And that's what's important, guys, is risk tolerance, patience, and of course, risk management, and being aware of what you're willing to have in this coin, what you're willing to lose, what you're willing to spend, all that kind of stuff. As far as my kind of predictions and price targets and everything in between, right, let's break that down. So again, I'm still buying the dips. I'm probably going to buy some today, guys, just because the RSI is still very much confirmed oversold. But again, guys, I just want to point this out, that the RSI is such a amazing tool that, and if you look, you know, historically, right, historically being last couple of months, whatever, every time we've seen a major dip inflection point on this crypto, you see the bounce backs, right? You can see the all of a sudden push towards the upside after we have those confirmed oversold levels. And again, it's only a matter of time before all of a sudden that bounces back, in my opinion, and we see a nice little pump towards the upside. Whether or not that pump is sustainable, hard to tell, right? It's very hard to tell at this point, guys, because again, we have shown that we are in a significant downtrend right now, and I do not really know when that's going to end. It becomes very difficult to see when that is going to end. Again, further technical analysis would allow me to kind of predict that and have a better understanding. But unfortunately, guys, this is a waiting game. This is a big waiting game, and we just kind of have to wait and see. And that is why, you know, from the day-to-day perspective of things, I'm not worried about the pumps and the dumps, right? I'm worried about my long-term price targets. I say this in every video, but I just want to make sure that obviously I can restate it in case we have new people watching and they're not familiar with my, I guess, my philosophy or my personal ideals about what I think or what I want to do with this coin. And that is what the important part is. Again, I don't think we're really going to dip below the previous rally level. I think that's a little bit insane, especially because of all the new volume, the new holders. Again, this coin has become more popular than ever. Even though social sentiment has dropped a significant amount since like the last couple of months, I still think that there's plenty of room for this coin to run, and especially more towards the upside. Again, keep locked here, guys. Make sure you guys subscribe so you don't miss any of that. And also, too, if you guys want to pick up a free stock with, wow, man, I'm killing it today with my words, guys. Sorry. Really dry out today, really windy in California. I don't want to, you know, my voice is kind of cracking a little bit. Sorry about that. But if you guys want to pick up a free stock with public.com, you guys can hit the link down in the description below and sign up there. You deposit $1, you guys will get a free stock that could be worth up to $70. Again, could be, doesn't always have to be worth up to $70. Sometimes it's a little bit lower than that. But also, too, you guys can trade Shiba Inu on their platform as well, as they have added a bunch of new cryptocurrencies that you guys can take part in, not only trading, but also just be aware of and invest in and talk about whatever you guys want to do, right? At the end of the day, it's up to you guys. But again, hit the link down in the description below, sign up. deposit $1 and you guys will get a free stock when you do that, and it helps support the channel at the same time. Other than that, guys, that is pretty much it for this video today. I'm Kyle with Finance Bro. Take it easy.